Don't mind me, I know I look a mess, but so I totally just like lost a nail. But here is the chandelier. So first things first, just have to connect my wires and lift this up and tighten that little screw on the side. So here is the finished look for the closet. Looks super cute. So now it's time to change out this horrid light, and I will be adding a really cute chandelier to replace it that I bought at IKEA. So it was like 40 bucks, so I'm really excited for what that will look like. Don't mind me, I know I look a mess, but I just cut the power switch off you know, at the breakers. So now I'm gonna figure out how this works. I see there's like these little tabs on the side, so I am guessing I would have to remove it somehow with that. Wish me luck. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have replaced light fixtures before, but I've never taken apart one of these, so I'm a little confused because obviously it doesn't look like a regular one. There's no like screws showing anywhere, so wish me luck. So I totally just like lost a nail, but this finally came off. It's kind of like a snap cover. If you snap one side, you'll be able to kind of unplug all of this. Now I'm seeing a lot of wires, and to be honest, I see the ones that come directly from my light. Things are being held together by like zip ties in there. And I mean, you have normally for light fixtures your whites, your black, and your neutral. Obviously your whites, your hot, and your ground. So I'm just gonna kind of get rid of that there and not really bother too much with the rest of this whole connection thing, because I don't need that. The main thing I need is just my wire that's coming straight from the ceiling, and that's pretty much it. I'm gonna kind of remove that, unscrew this thing from the wall, the ceiling, and I think we should be good to go to be able to install the chandelier. Okay, so this is what we have left. If you see, it's just a hole. My wires are coming through. I also see that there's some pretty bad holes right here and right here. And I'm going to try my best to kind of put some, like probably like thin set or something, spackle in there. Not spackle, probably most likely thin set. And then that way I could cover those up. I have like a quick acting thin set. I could probably fill that hole up as best as possible and maybe try to add some texture so it doesn't look too off. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now I'm gonna grab my light, my chandelier, which is super fancy from IKEA, and I'm going to install that. Okay, so here is the chandelier. As you can see, it's not like an extreme piece. It's still super dainty, and I think it's perfect for my closet. Just because it's not like super gaudy that's like, oh my gosh, this lady, but just enough that has a cute little touch, you know? So this is what it looks like, and it has 3 light bulbs, which I don't think will be enough for the closet, so I may just add some LED lighting on the actual like shelving unit, just to make sure it's properly lit. So first things first, I'm going to attach pretty much the base that the chandelier hooks onto, and for the most part this right here is kind of hanging out, but what I've seen with other light fixtures in my house is that normally they're like recessed, but this one is not. It's just like a hole. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to drill legit drill holes, just according to these little holes on the side. Put these little like stud in there and get my screw and just screw it on. It should be fairly simple. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I just installed what is the base for the lamp, not the lamp, for the chandelier. Now if you notice, I did move it off center a bit. Obviously I want to let these wires go through, but I noticed that the hole is off-centered with the walls of my shelving units, and the base of the chandelier is circular, so it would be able to cover you know, this hole either way, because it's just so big, it's gonna go right in there. So pretty much I'm very anal, and I wanted to make sure that this was super, like, well, at least more centered in the room than it would have been now. So now I just have to connect my wires and hang the chandelier, and it should be ready to go. Okay, so really cool part about the chandelier is that it has this metal hook on top, and that will be hooked onto the base right here, and then it just makes it so much easier to work on your wires while the rest of the chandelier, you don't have to hold it up or need two people. You literally can just do it yourself right there. So I am going to hook up white to white, black to black, and the green to the ground wires. Awesome, so I have everything up and running, ground to ground, white to white, and black to black. Of course, these here that have been kind of tapered off with the plastic, you do not have to worry about those. Those are actually what kind of electrifies each bulb. So that's all you need to do. Then you could just tie it up. Now, if you see, this thing is super long, super long. So, this white wire right here, actually, I'm able to pull it into, like, out more and tuck it all inside here. And then they have provided a nice little hook that's right here, so I could kind of link this to wherever I need it to pull from. So if I need to pull from here all the way to the top, I could do that. But so I'm gonna pull this white wire, which is kind of this electricity, so I don't have a whole bunch hanging out, and I'm going to tuck it inside that base. But after this, it's pretty much it. We're going to just, like, lift this up and tighten that little screw on the side, and it would be done. Alrighty guys, so here is the finished look for the closet. I think it just looks super cute. It is not too high, it is not too low. I really had to kind of get in there with the chain and just kind of wrap it around, because it was super long. Like, it could be, like, I think it's like 4 feet all the way down. But I think it just adds such a cute look to the room. The last thing I'm going to do is add some nice, like, shag carpet, put something on the back wall, and a mirror, of course, to make sure it really looks like, you know, a nice walk-in closet. And of course, I'm going to seal those 2 little holes and definitely paint over it. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I am so excited. This closet came out so awesome.